about stats, but today we're taking a snapshot of the real economy. Mike Jackson is the chairman and CEO of Autonation, and Mike, it's great to see you. Thanks for joining us this morning. I thought something was kind of noteworthy. We were in Washington. I don't know if you saw our show on Friday. We had Steny Hoyer and Mike, and the one thing that the Dems are able to sell is that Detroit is churning out autos and manufacturing and the Rust Belt, and we're cranking and it's working. But I had no idea that your numbers could be what they are. The industry numbers are great, but your numbers were like off the charts. Can you tell us about them?
Good morning, Joe. And yes, I saw you in Washington, and you look good in a coat and tie. That's very distinguished. I was impressed. And you sounded much more intelligent with the jacket on, so that was good.
That's not
we had we had outstanding numbers for the month of May. We retailed just under 24,000 units, which is a 45% increase over the prior year, driven by the recovery of our Asian business, which was up 80%, led by the performance of Toyota, up 120%. So let's put that in the context of 2 years so you can smooth out the effect of the Japanese earthquakes. We're still up almost 25% over the 2-year period. So there is a real sustainable recovery going on in autos. But that has to be viewed in the context, Joe, that we had an artificial low. We had, during the crash of 08 and 09, and I said this to us blue in the face and nobody would listen, we had far more demand for our products than what we were selling. We had a constriction around credit, which dramatically reduced our sales. Not that we didn't have the customers. Yes, there was a recession, but there wasn't a depression when it came to auto sales. And that took the industry sales down to around 10 million, and now we're on a recovery. And even though our numbers are very good, plus 45%, and I believe this recovery will continue, if you look at the industry sales forecast for this year, just over 14 million, mid-14 million units, that's still a recessionary number. You know, we need to get back to 16 million as a new normal before we can say we have a true recovery, full recovery. So all our great numbers, and the automotive is a bright spot in the economic recovery. It's coming off an artificial low that was brought about by restricted finance. Today, finance is terrific in autos because everybody pays for the car loans first.
Yeah, that puts it all in a little bit better perspective, because if you were looking just at these numbers, you'd think that, wow, the consumer's in good shape, the economy's in good shape, but there's a couple of things there. There's kind of, it's number one, it's kind of a bounce from a really depressed level, and maybe it's not quite like buying a house or you know, getting a mortgage.
Well,
so you know, you need to know you're going to have a job to buy a car. If you've got a clunker, if you got a really old car, we're in the middle of an upgrade cycle too, Mike, after being way too long before the last upgrade. So these things are sort of distinctive with, you can't just look at the resurgence in autos and say we got a great economy or a great manufacturing sector.
No, Joe, I absolutely agree with you. You know, I'm out there across the country all the time talking to customers, and they're